Hi guys, this is Victor Varela with DV Lux Financial Lending, and I have here today one of the top premier real estate agents here in Houston, Ramonica Caldwell. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, this is Victor Varela with DV Lux Financial Lending, and I am sitting down here today with Ramonica Caldwell. Ramonica, thank you so much for stopping by.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure, Victor.
Yeah. So, Ramonica, you are a real estate agent here in the Houston, Texas area.
Yes, I'm actually a real estate broker.
Oh, real estate broker. That's right. I think we just talked about that. Okay. So great. So, tell me how you or why you wanted to become an agent, and then that led you into becoming a broker.
Yes. Awesome question. So the reason I wanted to become a real estate agent is because I was actually a school teacher, and the school that I was teaching at was a low-income school, low-income community. And throughout that process, we were always short on funding. So I started doing a little bit of research just to find out like how schools are funded. And I found out that one of the ways schools are funded are through property taxes. So if you don't have a lot of homeowners in a particular area, then you don't have enough financial resources for the school. So I wanted to be a real estate agent so that I could help create more homeowners.
Wow. Okay, so that led you into getting your license.
Yes.
But of course, you have to be an agent for a certain amount of time.
Yes, correct.
And then you decide, you know what, bam, I want to get my broker's license.
Yes, correct. So you have to be a licensed real estate agent for at least 5 years before you can sit for your broker's exam. And you have to be actively practicing and selling real estate for at least 4 of those 5 years.
Right.
So that is when I reached my tenure of being a real estate agent, I wanted to go ahead and get my broker's license so that I can be independent and be able to give my clients a higher level of service.
Awesome.
You know what, Victor, one of the questions I get asked all the time is like, what is the difference between a real estate agent and a broker? So I get asked that all the time by new agents and also by clients, buyers, and sellers. So the key difference is that a real estate broker is a professional that has more educational experience and a lot of times more market experience. Sorry about that. So that is the key difference. And a broker actually has a supervisory role over the real estate agents. All agents have to be supervised or sponsored by a real estate broker, whereas a broker, you can act and operate independently.
So you the boss.
I'm the boss.
You the boss. Why'd you want to come the boss for? Why'd you want to do that?
Like I said, just mainly to just be independent and to be able to, really what it was about for me, it was about service, right? Because when you work with a brokerage, even though there are some excellent firms out there, you are working for someone else. You do have to work under their policies and their procedures, and you have to run your business the way they want their brokerage run. And I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to do things that I felt comfortable with. I like to change things up in my office, and I wanted to just have the freedom to be able to do that without having to work under anyone else's thumb, so to speak.
Okay, so I am an agent. I just got my license.
Congratulations.
No. I'm going through a scenario here with you. I just I'm acting like I just got my license. I just got my license.
Gotcha.
I'm a real estate agent. I just got my license. Cool. Why do I want to come work for you?
The type of agents that I'm looking for, I am looking for agents that are like myself. Like I said, I am very self-motivated, very driven. So if you are self-motivated and self-driven, you want to come work with a firm that will allow you to grow and to be able to expand your business. One of the key benefits of working with an independent broker is that you have more of a one-on-one relationship with that broker. You don't have to worry about being under very tight restrictions, and it gives you a lot of flexibility in the terms of how you market yourself, how you get customers, and how you operate your business. When you are with a larger brokerage, they have systems, they have been in place for years and years and years, so a lot of their practices and protocol cannot be changed and often will not be changed, especially by somebody that's coming in that's new and is not able to produce. With me being independent and being a new broker, I am open to ideas. I still have structure, still have things that are in place to help the business flow, but we can build a community and we can build a brokerage where it can expand into something that's great and mutually beneficial for everyone.
Bam. Okay, so you have created a course.
I have.
Okay.
Yes.
So you created a course for home buyers.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yes. So I created a course for home buyers is because, like I said, my background is in education.
Right.
So for me, I am all about making sure that people are educated, whether it be real estate agents, whether it be buyers, or whether it be sellers. So one of the things that I was noticing working with a lot of first-time home buyers is they have questions, right? And I'm sure you know this.
All day. All day. Yes. And they never stop. Even at 9 o'clock at night, they text it. Victor, I got it. I'm sorry, it's late. Is it okay? Yes, it's fine, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even though there are a lot of home buyer education courses out there, they're, for the most part, they're pretty structured and they meet a very basic need. It's sort of like an elementary process, whereas the course I created is a little bit more sophisticated. It's almost like getting an associate's degree in learning how to buy a home.
Oh, it's free, right?
Yeah.
You ain't charging them.
No, I am charging.
Oh, you are charging?
I am charging.
All right, well, good. I guess we'll get to that in a second, right?
Yes, it is not a free course. It's too much information to be a free course. I wish I could give it away for free, but I can't. But what I will do to help out with the cost, if you decide to work with me, anybody can take the course, but if you decide to be a client and work with me, what I will do is rebate you back your fee that you have paid for the course.
At the time of closing?
At the time of closing, of course.
So you gotta close.
Yes, you gotta close.
You gotta close on your home.
You have to close. But the reason that I created the course was because all of the questions that the home buyers ask, and there are so many, actually our home buyers have gotten a lot smarter. You guys out there, you millennial home buyers and Generation X home buyers, you have more sophisticated questions and you have more sophisticated knowledge, and the answers that you need are a higher level than what a traditional real estate agent or even a mortgage broker would offer you. So I wanted to make sure that I could give you the answers that you so desire, and also make sure that it is mutually beneficial to you and myself as well. So the live session is basically a bird's eye view of everything you need to know about the home buying process. This will be an opportunity for you to ask very specific, very nailed in questions that you can get answered right away, and it'll be detailed. And then also we have a 12-week course, and in the 12-week course it's going to be pre-recorded videos. So not only am I... So
they get to look at you for 12 weeks?
They get to look at me for 12 weeks.
Lucky.
They get to look at me for 12 weeks, and it's actually me. It's actually me talking. I'm going through the steps with you, step by step. I'm doing all of the research with you. I'm showing you which links to click on, where to get your information, where to source your information. So you're getting everything that you need to know. You don't have to worry about picking up the phone, calling any real estate professionals. You don't have to worry about calling any mortgage professionals. Of course, if you do have a great relationship with those individuals, you want to reach out to them. Also, something else that's very, very important in the course is budgeting. That is the big, of course, being a mortgage professional, that is the biggest part of the process. So we're going to show you how to calculate what your monthly mortgage is going to be, so that way you can do it for every property. The good thing about having a good lender is they can tell you for a specific property when you're getting ready to make your offer, but sometimes when you're looking at multiple properties, you may want to compare, and sometimes the lender may not be readily available to just answer your question at every single opportunity. So this course is going to show you how you can find the mortgage payment on your own without having to bug anybody.
Right. So we know about the class.
Yes.
Why did you do this?
Yes.
Why did you take all of your time to set this up? Because there was something that happened. Because I know something happened, and you were like, ding, there needs to be a class, and I need the one be able to provide it?
Honestly, the reason why is because the questions. Like, if you're anybody that's in real estate, you're bombarded with questions all the time. And I just had to figure out an easy way to be able to answer these questions without having to stop. Because when you get it, so here's the thing, when you get into the real estate process, it's not, even though all of us salespeople, we want to have a consultative approach, sometimes our schedules are too busy. We can't sit there with you and go through the step-by-step process. Sometimes it literally has to be, send me the house, let me schedule it, let's go there, let's make an offer, let's get this inspected, let's get it appraised, let's close. We don't have time to sit there with you and go through every school detail, every flood detail, every neighborhood detail, what has all happened to this property. You know, there are many details about the process that your average real estate agent honestly just doesn't necessarily have the time to go through with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you pretty much said, look, I'm going to put together a class so that you can pretty much help yourself.
Yes, that is perfect. I love that.
That's crazy, right?
Yes.
And that's crazy that you did that, because there's nothing out there that I know of.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Dude, knowledge is power, but also knowledge is time.
Exactly.
Knowledge is time, because how many times have agents showed about 30 homes, right?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
30 homes.
Yes.
And then none of them wanted to put in an offer on all 30 homes. The great thing about your program, I'm gonna take a look at it after this, is really educating yourself before you start the process.
Yes.
That's crazy, because not a lot of people do that, but the resources are just not readily available. So definitely gonna set a link to her resource to get that to the class, and get it done. Fears. What are some of the fears that are coming up when people go to buy a home?
That's a good question. So the fears, the number one fear starts with, believe it or not, if they even qualify. That's the biggest fear. Starts there. You know what else is a surprising fear that you may not know? A lot of people fear foreclosure. They really do. A lot of people fear, what if I lose my job? They fear buying too much house. They fear buying too much house. Which is really important, and which is why I wanted to show individuals how to calculate your own mortgage, because sometimes your lender honestly doesn't have time. Just like your real estate agent may have a large list of buyers or sellers that they're working with, and may not be able to get back to you. Sometimes buyers, they really like a house and they just want to know, I like this house, but how much is it going to cost me? And that answer is not always as quick.
It's not readily available.
Yes. So that's the thing. But that's what people fear a lot of times: foreclosures and making the wrong decision, buying the wrong house.
So the market, I always like to ask real estate agents, what do you think about the current market right now? Where does it stand?
For who? For buyers or sellers?
Well, I mean, just the Houston real estate market. We're in, March 2021. A lot of things are going on right now. Not only the social climate, but the economic climate right now, right? Some people are losing their jobs. But there's some people who are making a lot of money right now.
That's true.
Right? So as far as the Houston real estate market is concerned, is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? And if it is one or the other, explain a little bit about that.
It is a seller's market. We definitely have sellers that are getting multiple offers, particularly in the price point under $250. Like, that is the hottest market right now. That is the houses that have multiple offers and they go really quickly. Coincidentally, it's also the toughest market, because if you're looking to buy in that particular market, the inventory is very low, so there is not a lot of opportunity there. So when you see something in that price point that's nice and decent condition, you need to make an offer on it. Do not look for the best home. Don't be super picky. You want to get the best value, but you don't want to narrow your your search too much where the house has to be absolutely perfect condition. So that's just something to consider. Seller's market, so it's a great opportunity for you to get the most amount of money if you decide to sell your house. However, there is a great opportunity for buyers to buy because, as you know, interest rates are still low. I just had some clients close. Yeah, for like 2%. I even had a client close as low as like 1.5. Of course, they put a considerable amount of money down, but that's a heck of an interest rate.
It is.
Yeah, so you know that's a great opportunity for home buyers out there and for home sellers out there.
Yeah. So the transition from somebody selling their home to going out and actually finding another home, I'm hearing that that's like a crazy thing right now because yes, they can sell their home and they're gonna sell it fast. Yeah. But then finding the next one is the issue. Yes. Have you ran into that issue?
Yes. That's another question. That's another common issue that comes up as well too. Is okay, I do want to sell my property. I want to upgrade and move into a new house, but how long will it take? You know what? You'll be surprised that people don't realize. Let me say this on camera.
Get it?
People don't realize that real estate, especially in Houston, it goes a lot faster than you think. I actually just talked to a buyer yesterday. He's in a lease. His lease is going to be expiring in August. He's talking about I got time. And I had to tell him, do you realize it only takes 45 days to close on a house? He was talking about purchasing a house within a year, thinking it's going to take up to like 6 months. No, it definitely goes a lot faster than that. So if you're thinking about buying a house or even selling a house, I want you to condense your time frame down a lot. It only takes, let me say it again, it only takes 30 to 45 days to actually close on the house. And guess what? Out of that 30 to 45 days, most of that is just finding the house, getting the house inspected, getting the property appraised. Most lenders can close on your home in how long?
Oh, we take 20 to 22 days.
Okay, that's what I said, 2 to 3 weeks.
Once we get that executed contract, you're going to be moving into that home a lot faster than you think.
And if all of your ducks are in a row, you have stable job, good credit, good down payment, it's going to be easy. There, you have what they call a clean file, so it's super easy for you. So it doesn't take very long to buy a house. That's why the course is called 90-Day Homeowner Course, because you can literally get it done in 90 days.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
How long does it take? How long does it take after we do something to help your credit score for it to show at the credit agencies? Do you know?
It takes about 30 days,
Bam,
right?
30 days. So guys, look, if we do something to help boost your credit score, it takes 30 days. So be a little patient, right?
Yes.
Be a little patient. I know you guys really want to get into a home as fast as you can. And I know you agents want that pre-approval letter as fast as you can.
I want a good pre-approval letter.
Exactly.
I want a solid pre-approval letter. The one that's going to actually get us to the closing table, not on a hope and a prayer that we get it.
Right. So I'm glad that you pointed that out because I'm going to tell you from the time that we take your application to the time we get your documents to the time that we run your credit, that is the most important time for us. So when I hear lenders say, "Oh, I can get you pre-approved in an hour," I'm like, "Well, how good are you looking at those documents?" Because I'm going through every line, looking at everything because you don't want no hiccups.
Yes.
A week or 2 weeks before your closing date. You just don't want that. Now, I know you've been through that because I can see that look on your face. It sucks.
I have so much to say about that. Talk about why. And another reason too is I love everything that you're saying, Victor. Absolutely on point. Make sure that you reach out to Victor. This is the type of loan officer that you need. There's nothing worse, and I've had this happen to clients, and unfortunately there isn't anything that you can do about it as a real estate professional because it's a lender issue. I don't look at any of your documents, so I don't know what you're submitting, but there's nothing worse than have someone go through the process, pay appraisal fees, earnest money, inspection fees, all of these fees only to find out that you can't close for some issue that they could have known from the very beginning of the process. Yep. You don't know how serious that is. You can lose your earnest money. The money that you spent on inspections, that money is gone. Yeah, and I don't even know if they reimburse appraisals.
No.
So
the inspection fee, depending upon the size of the home, is typically going to run you between $300 to $500.
Yep.
Your appraisal is actually going to be just a little bit more. It's going to be between $500 and $600.
Yep.
So when you add all that up,
that's $1,000.
Dude, that's about $1,000
easily. Yeah.
That's not including all the driving around that you did.
Yes.
Gas.
Yes.
And your option period money.
Yes, and that's what I was going to get to. That earnest money. Remember that earnest money is attached to a third-party financing agreement. You have to have your loan approval within a specified time in order to be able to get your earnest money back. If you don't have your loan approval by that deadline, then your earnest money is up for grabs unless there is some extenuating circumstances in your contract and a clear out. Otherwise, you can be take a really big L on that situation. Yeah. So when you're purchasing your home, just think about all the factors. No matter where you live, if you want to live in an urban community, if you want to live in an affluent area, just think about the neighborhood and think about the qualities. That's what we'll say. Think about the qualities that are important to you. Consider all of it. Remember, owning a home is a long-term commitment, so you want to make sure that you have a good quality of life. You don't want to be in your neighborhood afraid to have your friends come over for a barbecue because you don't know who, you don't trust your community. So just keep that in mind. Yes.
I just want to be 100% honest with you. Are you ready for this commitment?
That's a good point too, because
to own a home.
Yeah, because some people stray away from resale homes for that very reason. It's because they don't want to do any work to the home. They think that buying a brand new home is going to be maintenance free. There is no such thing as maintenance free. You're going to have to do something. Those new homes come really basic. You're going to sit around with white walls your whole home ownership time?
And
probably
they do.
Not.
They do. I go into these homes, I see them still look just the same as 10 years ago. Ain't the carpet still in the restroom? I've seen them.
Laughing so loud.
Okay, so what are the hottest areas right now? What do you think?
Oh my God. So I love Spring Branch is a very good area. Zip code 77055. They have a very affordable homes. They have new homes and they have good lifestyle things in that community. Northwest Houston is really blowing up. So like 77092, 77040. I always like Spring Branch, Cy-Fair areas. Houston Heights, of course. I'm Interloop, so I like to focus.
You're Interloop girl.
Yeah, I'm Interloop. So Heights.
Do you go out?
To like where?
Like nightlife.
I'm going to start going. I am going to start. I am.
Because of COVID, or you're a homebody?
I think I have been a homebody for like the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I need to get out. Do you get real personal?
Yeah, we're getting personal now. We're done talking about real estate. Let's talk about you.
Oh goodness. I had children. Number one. Oh yes. I had children. I had a personal relationship. Different things like that where I didn't feel the need to go out. Yeah. So that's why you may be. That may be.
Okay, so you are going to start going out.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Because my kids are grown.
How old are they?
I actually have a 21 and an 18-year-old. So I feel like I'm free. I feel like I'm a whole new person. My son has moved out.
Okay.
Yes. And my daughter, she's 18. She's getting ready to graduate. She's thinking about going to the Navy. So,
okay. Yeah. I'm a veteran.
Oh, yeah. You told me that.
Yeah, she'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good awakening for her if she's never been away from home.
She needs an awakening. Yeah, so that's good.
So once they're out the house, what's your plan?
I know, right?
You ain't gonna know what to do with yourself.
I don't know what to do with myself right now. So my plan right now is to start traveling a lot and to start getting out because I'm still young. I'm still under 40, but I spent all of my teenage years, all of my 20s, and most of my 30s being a mother. So I really didn't get a chance to like live life like a lot of people did, because I started my family years early. So I'm excited to get out and be free and live life.
and it's funny that you say that, because you know, I run into a lot of my friends that didn't start a family early. You know, they're starting a family now at 40. And me and you are the opposite. We started in our early 20s, and now that our kids are grown, I feel like this is my time to go out and start enjoying life and start traveling. And you know, my kids are 16 and 12, but they're up there to where I can leave them alone.
Exactly. And a 16-year-old, that's like a built-in babysitter right there.
Oh, my kids are so God bless me well with my kids, because they are very independent.
Awesome.
They have their head on straight. I don't worry about my kids getting into trouble. I was a huge troublemaker. So I always thought that I was going to get punished by God for being so bad, but I didn't. And that's something that I'm so happy and you know, and blessed about. But COVID-19, I feel like is slowly but surely coming to an end. And I think it's time for people just to get out and just start enjoying life again.
Do you feel like the energy, because I feel like it's so much built up energy, like where, like I wish I would have went out this past weekend when they released us a little bit just to see, but I feel like it's going to be.
Did you kind of open up your door and go, hey, what's up? What's going on?
Well, in my neighborhood, people have been, they've been over it.
Oh, okay.
But I want to know like what the scene is like. I can just imagine it's like spontaneous combustion. People are just like, I want to be free. Because I'm pretty much a homebody, but I've even come to the point where like I'm tired of being in the house. Like I'm looking up stuff like on Meetup and on Eventbrite, like what can I go to
just to get out?
Yeah.
So me and Desmond, and there's another broker I'm going to introduce you to. His name's Gustavo. We hold a lot of real estate events. And just to let you know, we have a boat that we go out in the summertime. We go out every Thursday. So we take agents and brokers out, and it's just a way for us to kind of network and just kind of, you know, whatever. So you'll be invited.
Okay, cool.
So get your bathing suit on, girl. We got a couple more months, so we're gonna be getting to the gym. We're gonna be working out.
Definitely going to be.
We're gonna be drinking a lot of water over the next. Well, Ramonica, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
A lot of great information. I'm going to tag all of her class stuff.
I'll send you the link so that way you can upload it, so you can click on the link. And remember, the class, there is a fee. It's only $199, but if you work with me as your buyer's agent, then I'll be happy to credit the class back to you. The class is more so about education. It's not to get money out of you. It's to make sure that you're educated. It is a substantial amount of information, so I just can't give it away for free, but I'm definitely about educating you and making sure that you're taken care of. So if you work with me, I'll be happy to reimburse you.
You can do it.
So my name is Ramonica Caldwell. I am a Houston real estate broker. My company is Houston Realty Partners. We are located on Westheimer in the River Oaks area neighborhood, right across the on Westheimer. So you can look us up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at 832-293-5385. Talk to you soon.
Well, thanks again so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much, Victor.
And guys, please click on that link that I'm going to add to this video, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care, guys.